Hi Rachel, I'm in a cafe at the moment, so you'll probably pick up some background music, some background noise. Um, but I want to get this done tonight for you because I know how important it is for you. So what I'll do is I'm just going to read through and then shuffle the cards and just meditate on your issue. I'll do a few general readings and then see what comes out, and then I can look at your questions in a bit more detail as well a bit later on. Okay, I do sense there's been a lot of issues at work. Okay. Okay, we get the Queen of Cups, the Sun card, the Two of Swords. So the Queen of Cups comes in first, which very much relates to you. It shows you kind of sort of feeling very emotional around the situation. Okay, find it very hard to settle. She looks to the left as well, which gives a sense of like sort of looking back or like sort of focusing on sort of on your emotions. Okay. There's a sense it gets to you a lot, okay, and you can't move forward really until this is resolved, okay. You're looking for brighter happenings, and that's shown by the Sun card, which is next here. Okay, ideally that's what you're looking for. You're looking for sort of peace of mind around the situation, but the Queen is facing away from the Sun card, which indicates you're not actually getting this light or this bright happenings where you're at the moment. There's a sense of a lot of trouble going on at work, which is shown by the Two of Swords. Okay, that shows you very kind of sort of confused around the situation, unsure about which way to go. Okay, it's a sense of having to decide between one thing and another. The card also looks back as well, as you can see, so a sense of looking at what's been going on as well as kind of sort of focusing on negative emotions. The person's always blindfolded as well, so they're blindfolded as well, which shows you're unable to see a way forward around the situation. So that's really to sum up the first three cards. It shows you looking back, it shows you feeling very emotional around the situation. There's a sense of you being the type who kind of sort of rules with your heart rather than your mind, okay? Facing away from the Sun card, which shows you're kind of not getting this peace of mind and contentment or happiness around the work situation. And then the Two of Swords kind of shows you at a crossroads, having to decide between one thing and another and not sure which way to go. Okay, we get the Star card, we also get the Hierophant card, and we also had the Sun card as well just before. These three are sort of major cards, which indicates, if you like, the sort of major issues, major changes which you're going through, okay. The Star card shows you like sort of release of emotions, shows you feeling very emotional around the situation. There's a lot of water on the card, as too with the Queen of Cups and also the Two of Swords as well. So it shows you feeling kind of sort of very emotional, very much in touch with your feelings. Finding it very hard to settle. There's a sense of healing needed around the situation. I mean, by healing I mean some kind of sort of resolution which you're kind of looking for. I mean, the Hierophant card can talk about a higher power, so there's a sense of the need to go and kind of sort of talk to someone in authority about this and to say exactly how you feel, what's been going on. There's a sense of that's kind of the key to kind of a way forward around the situation. In a sense I'm seeing bases as well, so the sense of it being, if you like, sort of first base, going there and then seeing what happens, and then but those card actually shows a key, so it kind of shows it's a way forward for you. Got the Two of Cups, which is the kind of outcome card. The Two of Cups is very much about sort of peace of mind and kind of sort of feeling settled. There's a sense of your, if you like, your mind being in sync with your heart. So where you sort of felt really sort of unsettled with the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups at the top, which is this card here, whoops, it's very much, if you like, about sort of peace of mind and contentment around the situation. So quite different, if you like, from the Two of Swords, okay. There's a sense of some kind of sort of resolution, some kind of solution around your situation. But as I said, the first base is to go to this higher power, if you like. So someone at work, sort of management at work, that should be your first port of call, if you like, okay. And then I just feel that will open up, that will kind of give you the answers to what you're looking for, and it will kind of show a way forward for you. Let me take 6 more cards. I'll put these back in case they want to come out again. I'm just going to read through. So very much you're asking about a higher boss, yeah, so a higher power. I mean, sometimes it can be a sort of male figure, okay, it doesn't have to be, but it is shown that you need to go to a higher power or higher boss, if you like. The Two of Cups does show some kind of resolution for you as well. Oh no, there's, oh, okay. I'll take 6 more. Let's see what we get. I said the Hierophant was kind of jumping out of the pack, if you like, okay? Which means it's kind of sort of highly charged and of sort of great significance. It shows you doing a lot of soul searching at the moment. It's a major card, so it shows you kind of looking within for answers, trying to sort of shed some light on the situation as well. It shows you in a very cold place emotionally and a kind of sort of dark place, you know, at the moment. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles, okay. Last time in that position we had the Sun card. Again, the Hermit card is looking away for the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is very much about peace of mind and contentment, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You know, it's very much, I'm getting a case of kind of rose between two thorns, because on the other side is the King of Swords. They can be a male or female, but it shows someone who's sort of very ruthless around you at the moment, and the type, quite the opposite to you, the type to kind of rule with their mind rather than their heart. So sort of very ruthless, very cold sort of type of person, someone who's sort of very manipulative, and I feel this relates to the person around the situation. So as I said, it's a rose between two thorns, because of the Nine of Pentacles in the centre is very much about the peace of mind and the contentment which you're kind of sort of seeking around the situation. The card can also talk about some sort of time out around the situation, so to kind of get away from things if you can, or try and detach yourself from the situation, or some kind of solitude it talks about as well. But it's a sense of something needing to happen to bring about this peace of mind, and things can't go on the way which they have been, okay, so something needs to change. Again, we're getting the Two of Cups, okay. Okay, so again, I feel the need to kind of go and speak to someone, you know, the sort of, you know, the higher boss, and I feel there'll be some kind of sort of resolution around the situation for you. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles shows that things need to be worked on, and there's a sense that things aren't going to happen, if you like, overnight. It's kind of sort of one step at a time. Things need to be put into place. So it's like not going sort of from one state to another, but it's more of a sort of gradual sort of process. But as I said before, in that position, the Eight of Pentacles, we had the Hierophant card last time, which is very much about seeking a higher power at work. And then there's a key on that card as well, which shows some kind of resolution or a way forward for you around the situation. Okay, we get the Nine of Swords. In one sense, you can show the frustrations and the heartache which you've been through. You know, it shows you up late at night, if you like, with worry around the situation. I mean, the thing is, there's a kind of release with this card as well. I mean, it's given me tears. So there's a sense of things getting to a point, or sort of reaching ahead, where something needs to be done. Okay, I know you have a lot of sort of options here, okay. You know, you can stay where you are and look for a resolution. You can ask for perhaps a sort of transfer, or you can actually sort of leave the job and then kind of sort of do something else. But hopefully the next 6 cards will kind of have a look at that for you. I'll put these back in again, give them a good shuffle. Let's see if anything else comes out. I'll take 6 more. Okay, I'll get the Magician card, I get the Strength card, and I get the Ten of Cups, okay? So the Ten of Cups is very much the card of sort of emotional happiness, okay, and that's the one on the right hand side. But the Strength card is kind of looking away from it, okay? So again, you know, it gives a sense of what you want isn't actually there at the moment, okay? There's a sense of needing to take some kind of action, okay? which is shown by the Magician card, because the strength actually looks at the Magician card. Okay, I mean, in one sense it shows you have all the sort of qualities, attributes necessary, but it also shows that you need to take some kind of action. Okay, that's what the card is talking about. There's also a sense of, if you like, being in touch with the universe so you can kind of manifest what you want. I know it may not be easy at this point, but it's very much about trying to put your worries and intentions out to the universe, or to the angels if you like, and then in a sense they will offer you guidance and also open up opportunities for you. Okay, but I know with the Nine of Swords there earlier at the top, it does show you kind of sort of feeling sort of very frustrated around the situation and finding it hard to kind of sort of see a way forward. And then the next two cards, we get the Four of Cups and we get the Five of Swords. So the Four of Cups shows you experience something sort of emotional at the moment which is unwanted. There's a sense you're feeling kind of sort of churned up inside and really looking for sort of a way forward around the situation. There's also a sense of you being offered something which is kind of unwanted, if you like, and I feel that around the sort of, you know, the person at work who's been making your sort of situation sort of very difficult. I mean, there's loads of things I can say, like ignore it, or, you know, but that doesn't seem to work. I feel you've kind of tried that and it kind of seems to sort of make matters worse. And as I said earlier, you know, in the position of the, well, there's a Five of Swords there now, but the Hierophant card was there earlier, which is very much about going to a higher power or a higher boss to find a sort of resolution. I mean, Five of Swords can show that you've lost, if you like, sort of many battles around the situation, but ultimately it kind of sort of shows you winning the war. So it actually shows you still kind of have so much sort of going for you, as well as to look forward to. The card also shows the need to try and sort of stay grounded around the situation, try not to kind of sort of lose your head. But the feeling here is to go and speak to someone at work to find a resolution. And again, in the outcome position, so I show you the Five of Swords, this is that one, and the Four of Cups. Okay, and the last one here is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, which is very much about things kind of being out of balance, and again there's a sense of needing to take some kind of action to help bring things into balance. There's a sense of what's happening isn't fair, it's not right. There's a feeling that, you know, when you go and speak to someone higher up, they'll be able to draw up something for you, and again I just feel that being your first port of call. Okay, it's going to shuffle again. And I'll take 6 more. Okay, well the first 3 cards we get are the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and also the Sun card. The Seven of Swords kind of can show something untoward which is going on around you. You know, it shows the trouble which you're experiencing at work, but it also gives a sense of the need to let go in some sense, or to offload, which is very much about you actually going to, if you like, the higher power or higher boss to actually kind of sort of talk about the situation and to try and get things resolved. The sense that actually in doing that will actually make you feel a bit better, but also afterwards I do feel that something will be drawn up to kind of sort of help you around this. And we've got the Seven of Cups, which shows you at the moment feeling sort of very kind of in the dark around the situation, not sure kind of which way to kind of go. It shows options, but it shows that the right choice will be made. Okay, that's what the card shows. There's a sense of feeling kind of sort of bogged down around all that's been going on, but there's a sense of things lifting, okay, and there being some kind of sort of resolution. And we've got the Sun card again. The Seven of Swords is looking away from the Sun card, but that's ultimately what you're kind of sort of heading to here, which shows more light and sort of brighter happenings, okay, but it's a sense of things need to be sorted out first. But I do see you've got so many options and you're kind of feeling bogged down or confused. You know, do you stay, do you get transferred, or do you actually sort of move jobs? I mean, the feeling I'm getting at the moment is to kind of sort of stay where you are, but also to look for something else at the same time, because I'm kind of getting the need to be a bit sort of creative, because I'm getting, if you like, the Queen of Wands. Okay, so to think about your options, perhaps try and get things resolved where you are, but also at the same time kind of sort of look for something else, because I feel ultimately you will sort of move on from this place, but not yet. Okay, actually shows, you know, you have got some ideas, and it shows, if you like, sort of development and kind of growth as well, and kind of moving forward. The Three of Cups shows a sort of celebration around the situation, which which indicates there will be some kind of resolution, which which you're happy with. Okay. Also talking about giving yourself a kind of sort of pat on the back for all you've been through and all you've been experienced as well. Okay. I'll show that card. That's kind of moving forward, if you like, where the first three cards kind of show where you've come from, like into the present. So it does show the trouble, being confused. Ultimately wanting things to be resolved, you're wanting kind of sort of peace of mind around the situation. And then we get the Ace of Wands, okay, which is very much about sort of new beginnings for you around the situation. So there's a sense of, leaving things behind and then kind of moving forward. It's very much the card of sort of brighter happenings for you, and a sense of like a sort of resolution around the situation. Okay, I'll take just some more. I'll take 6 more and see what I get. Okay. Right, again we've got the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. We've had all these cards before. So the Queen of Cups is looking back, a sense of, feeling very emotional around the situation, and feeling kind of sort of churned up inside. Four of Cups, if you like, sort of resonates with that. It shows you feeling very emotional around the situation, unable to move forward until this is kind of sort of resolved. And the Six of Pentacles talks about things being out of balance and kind of being unfair for you at the moment, and you wanting things to kind of sort of balance up. And then we get, if you like, the sort of Hangman and also the Moon card, which are both, if you like, sort of major cards. So it talks about, if you like, the major issues and major kind of sort of changes which you've kind of sort of been going through. I mean, the Hangman can show you kind of sort of feeling stuck around the situation. There's a sense of needing some kind of sacrifice, okay, which will help to bring around, if you like, sort of transition or transformation around the situation. As I said, the Moon card shows you feeling like you're on like a slippery slope. Okay, it's a sense you're getting so far, and then you kind of sort of slip back into your sea of emotions. The Three of Wands kind of shows you going over the same old ground for quite a while now. You're feeling a bit like a sort of animal tethered to a rope or something, where you're going round and round. But it shows that something's going to give and you're going to move on. Ultimately, I do see you moving on to something else. Okay, even though I feel with the Hierophant card there earlier, I do feel the first port of call is to go and speak to someone higher up, and I do feel there will be some kind of resolution. But I do feel you're moving on to something else as well, something completely new as well. And that's shown by, if you like, this sort of Three of Wands here. So I was going to read through, and just to make sure I've covered everything. Yeah, the cards do indicate the need to go to a higher power around this, or a higher boss, if you like. Yeah, I think you need to get everything sort of written down, exactly what's happened, and go and talk to them. And then, just sharing it will make you feel better. But I also feel there'll be something put in place to find a resolution around the situation. I think you should always look for a new job, try and kind of sort of better yourself, move forward. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, if you like, okay? You're trying to sort that situation out, but also looking at something else. So yeah, your future work situation, I do feel you're going to move on to something else, something a bit different as well. I feel something sort of quite creative as well with the Three of Wands there. But stuck, yeah. You talk about being stuck. The Hangman is showing that, and it talks about some kind of sacrifice needed, or something about flexibility as well by someone else, which I feel is around the kind of management and also the person who's been upsetting you. I feel there'd be something put in place for you, and then you'll feel better about things. But I also feel that you will look to do something better, kind of better yourself. But I just feel something creative with you ultimately. Okay, well, that's a reading. Sorry about all the background noise, but I wanted to get this done for you tonight. Thank you.